Insider just posted an article and everybody's freaking out. Basically, they're saying that the stock market is going to crash by more than 20% this summer. And on a video where I was talking about how I built up my $5 million net worth, I got one of those really fun comments that said, haha, the market's gonna crash like it did back in 1929 and you're gonna lose everything. Babe, you think I built a multi-million-dollar portfolio on vibes? Let me break this down in a really simple and easy to understand way so you can get rich and then keep it too. The 1929 crash, that was bad. That was really bad. But did you know that back then the stock market was basically comprised of 24 companies? All of those companies based in the US. So when the US economy tanked, there was nowhere else to go. If America went down, your entire portfolio went down with it. But today, I am not just invested in one country. My money is spread over thousands and thousands of companies across the entire world. Europe, Asia, Canada, emerging markets, you name it. That, my friends, is called international diversification, and it's one of the reasons that I'm not worried, because when one country struggles, another one is probably thriving. But I didn't stop there. I also built what's called a GIC ladder. In the US, this would be called a CD ladder, or certificate of deposit. So basically, I have 4 years worth of living expenses set aside in low-risk investments that pay me a guaranteed income every year. One comes due every 12 months, so I always have money when I need it. Now, why does this matter? Because if you're living off your investments, like I am, you don't want to be forced to sell stocks when they're down. You want to be able to choose when you sell. This is so I don't fall victim to something called sequence of returns risk. Because if you take money out in a crash, you lock in the loss. If you have a buffer like I do, then you can just wait it out. Because the total stock market has a 100% recovery rate. And I'm not just relying on stocks, I have dividend income. And these companies are spread out across different industries. All my eggs are not in one basket. I have rental income from real estate. I have private investments that are not even tied to the stock market. Those pay me out over 6 figures a year. I have cash reserves for flexibility, and I have a plan that I actually understand. And I have the ability to adjust my expenses if I need to. So when someone says, but what if the market crashes? I'm like, okay, then things go on sale. You are years away from retirement. A stock market crash, that is an opportunity. After the 2008 crash, the market went up by 400% in the next 10 years. Even after the COVID drop, the market recovered in 6 months and then kept climbing. So unless you're cashing out today, short-term drops don't destroy your wealth, they create it. But only if you're ready. If you're not ready, that is exactly why I made my free training, How to Get Rich in a Recession. I'm walking you through the strategies I used to go from $40,000 in debt to millionaire at 30, link in bio.